Well, they ask me why I sound like this, with a 6-string growl and a hammer fist twist. Why I talk back when I should behave. Why I show up loud like I'm digging a grave. I say, son, I ain't here for your rules or permission. I was raised up proud on a rebel ignition. 'Cause I was born to raise hell, it's in my bones. Cranking Skinner loud on a rotary phone. My daddy drank whiskey, my granddad did too. So don't be surprised when I howl like a fool. I don't sit in silence, I don't play it small. This outlaw blood don't blend at all. You call it trouble, I call it tradition. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition.
We're recording. Just keeping it simple. You know, again, there's no wrong answers. You know, it's just basically you, man, sitting here with you. Obviously, we'll talk about the Harley brand, but mainly, you know, the man, the face, what you built, what you've done, how far you've come.
All right.
What motorcycles have done for your life.
Of course.
You know. Well, that's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, right. I gotta buy me one of these.
It's so useful. It literally is like having a cameraman with you.
Yeah.
The sucky part about it is that you got to go back and take the time and tell the software, okay, now look here and then look there.
Yeah.
It's always recording, you know, the whole time.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Awesome.
We are a minute into this new clip. If you want to say your hellos.
So welcome back to Helmets Off, guys. We are very excited today. When it comes to motorcycle culture, everyone in South Florida knows this gentleman here. We've had the privilege to be able to now sit with him and get to pick his brain a little bit, get to know how far he's come, and just know the man behind that helmet. Craig Garrett, thank you, my brother, for being here.
Thanks, brother. Thank you for having me.
You know, you look at this beautiful setup. We're in the very famous Harley-Davidson Tiki Hut.
That's right.
With that logo behind us and this beautiful motorcycle. He set this all up for our interview today. So we're going to be sitting here with Craig, and we're just going to be asking some simple questions. We want to know more the man behind the helmet, you know, the face that has been able to build what he has built. Everybody knows this man. So thank you, brother. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to dive in.
Yeah, let's do this.
So yes. What's up, everybody in Miami, guys? Today, as Esteban has said, we're at the epicenter of the Harley lifestyle in the 305. Of course, we're sitting down with the main man, Craig Garrett. He's a GM for Peterson's Harley-Davidson South. And whether you're a lifelong rider or you're just looking to get on your first set of bars, Craig is the face of the brand down here. Today, Helmets Off. We're coming in to talk about the state of the motor company, what it means to lead the pack in South Miami. So Craig, welcome. Of course, we're very excited. We do what is called the little icebreaker every single time we start an episode, and we've lovingly named it the Road Ready Check.
All right.
There is no wrong answers. Whatever comes to mind, that's the answer. helmets off, we deal with a lot of men's mental health, mental strength. So that's the first question, roughly. What is one thing that you will communicate to a new rider before they pull out of Peterson's lot?
You know, I like to remind that new rider that they didn't just buy a motorcycle. This isn't just two pieces of rubber and a metal. This is a lifestyle, right? They just bought into a family. So, you know, I encourage these people to find folks to ride with. We do a lot of different rides here. We leave every Sunday doing some cool rides, but you know, send those invites. Hey man, this is more of a lifestyle and an opportunity to be a part of something a lot greater than just motorcycling.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fantastic. Safety, of course, is key. It's
That's
big
right.
for us. Accidents are always a thing, so we have to be on the lookout. So obviously, the heat down here in Miami, the humidity will kill us. Besides our helmets, what's one piece of gear that you will not be caught without when you're riding down to the Keys, for example?
You know, Harley-Davidson makes a really cool cooling vest that you can
Yes.
soak in the water.
We were talking
right?
about that.
You can even freeze it if you wanted to, if you're a little
Nice.
brave like that. But, you know,
Nice.
wearing that, the wind blowing through that with the water, it makes the ride enjoyable. It's like built-in air conditioning on a Harley.
Yes. And instead of the old school wrapping a bag of ice on the handlebars.
Hey, look, I'm not opposed to that if that's what we have to do. You know, we can go a little chopper-esque, you know, that's good.
Of course.
Hey, that's right. Yami from the Litas was mentioned.
Yes.
He has
Yeah.
her vest,
Yes,
and
yes,
every
yes.
once in a while, I have to slap it on.
Yes, it makes a big difference. I didn't believe in it at first. After that first try, I'm
I
sold.
never even heard about it until she said it. I was like, what?
Incredible, man. Incredible.
Yep.
And then, of course, with the spirit of things, right? We get bogged down with business. You are in the motorcycle business, and things get stressful sometimes, right? What is one daily habit that you keep your internal engine running when things get tough?
You know, I'll be honest with you. My health and fitness has changed a lot since I moved to Miami, and I really took pride in getting my health right, getting my diet right, getting in that gym and clearing your brain, man. You talked about mental health, and you know, riding a motorcycle is definitely the cheapest brand of therapy that you can get, but also, you know, just getting your physical right, your intake of what you're eating, your diet, your exercise, just moving daily
Absolutely.
gets you that clear brain, and that's very important to me. I lost about 100 pounds since I moved to Miami,
Oh,
and
man.
yeah, hell yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
If you go on his socials, you'll see the transformation, man.
Are you
Yep.
serious?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Dude, congrats. That's a lifestyle change.
With no Ozempic.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Man, those Ozempic people are bad.
I'm gonna get me a shirt that says no O. Yeah.
Proud to you
Dude.
by Harley-Davidson.
But
That's right.
Harley-Davidson. You know, that whole Ozempic thing, you know, we should eventually do a segment on that because it's killing people.
It's unreal, man. I know tons of people that are on it that they get that result quickly, and then it takes their life away. It changes their whole look. It changes their whole
everything.
person. Yep.
And you know what? We talk about mental health. There was a study the other day that came out that Ozempic and Mounjaro and all of that is actually causing depression, which is a big problem, man. Enough that there is already in everything that we're dealing with. So, man, look.
Yeah, I think the
congratulations.
importance of that type of stuff is you got to earn your result. If you earn your result, you'll appreciate your result.
100%.
You know?
100%. I saw.
Same way with the motorcycles, right? When you earn the opportunity to have a Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Harley-Davidson, Indian, you have that, and you worked your butt off to get it.
Yeah.
You're prideful of
You
that, man. It's
appreciate
awesome.
it.
You take care of that.
100%,
Yeah, heck yeah. And then it
100%.
takes care of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's great. I'm glad you even mentioned that too. That's something that's very important.
We could do a whole segment on the
Oh man, 100%.
that healthier lifestyle, good choices, bad choices. That scenario, that's a good idea. It's a
Good idea.
That angle.
All right.
Everyone's trying to live longer.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So Craig, tell us, before Harley-Davidson, before motorcycles, who was Craig Garrett?
A baby. A baby. I started riding pretty young in life, probably around, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. My neighbor had a dirt bike, and my parents told me to stay off of it. And about 30 minutes later, I was riding it, you know, and then slowly got my own and was on a racetrack, rode my whole life on the dirt up until about 18. Got a sport bike. We all get the sport bike at 18. rode those, and then somewhere in the early 20s, after a little run-in with the law, I switched to Harleys to slow it down a little bit. Yep.
All right. So you were on dirt bikes.
So on dirt bikes for years, man. Oh yeah.
So
still like to get out there every now and then.
How far did you get in that industry?
I was competitive until I got hurt, but never nothing, all amateur stuff, but it was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people. Still have a lot of those friends today. A lot of those guys ride Harleys now. It's really cool.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool. So a little bit about the legacy of Harley-Davidson. So Peterson's has been a huge staple down here in Miami for generations.
72 years.
72 years. That's incredible. So you as the GM of the store down here in the South, how do you balance the deep-rooted traditions of what Harley-Davidson is and then the modern Miami rider?
I think you just got to learn who you're working with, right? There's so many different types of people that ride motorcycles, and there's so many different types of people that ride Harley-Davidson. And I think it's, I teach these guys, the whole staff, to learn your customer, learn a little bit about them. We use an acronym called FORMAT, that kind of breaks down family, occupation, recreation, motivation, animals, teams, alcohol, tattoos. It's that first date stuff, right? You learn a little bit about who you're dealing with, because doing business like this, we don't sell anything that you need. Everything that we sell is 100% a want item, and they want to do business with people that they can know and trust. So you guys see me, I'm in the street all the time. I go to every bike event, even if I stop by. And that's important, right? Because you have every age of rider, you have every style of rider at these events, and I want to be able to shake those people's hand and get to know them and invite them back into this dealership.
Absolutely. That's why you do so well what you do, man. I think when you mention the name Craig, everybody knows who you are because of your presence, keeping it simple at the bike meets.
That's right.
Sit downs with, your riders, everybody understands the brand, but when you put a face to a business, a face to a brand, I think that's when it grows.
That's right.
So you're definitely doing a hell of a job, man. So running a dealership and representing a brand comes with pressure, obviously.
It does, absolutely.
How do you lead, stay grounded, and maintain your personal code through it all?
I think you got to realize as a leader that you have to never stop growing as well, right? There's a major play or difference, if you will, in being a leader versus being a manager, right? And I try to lead my team from the front line, not push them from the back as a manager. I work really hard to help preserve who our employees are as a person, as well as being that person in Peterson, Harley-Davidson South. So, we have a fantastic team here at the store. All these guys and gals are very motorcycle passionate, whether they ride a Harley or they ride something different. So being able to surround myself with an amazing team, continuing to coach those guys each and every day and build their personal brand as well as the Peterson brand, that's how we get through those things every day.
Awesome, man. All about the team, bro.
It's all about the team. Without the people, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's all about leading by example.
That's right.
When you lead by example, I think your employees, your teammates, they feel that.
They do.
They see that and they support you, and that's where you get the success. You get the legacy. You build what you build, because what if you're there and fighting just as hard as everybody else, they see it, they sense it.
It's not about telling them; it's about showing them.
It's about showing them, man. Exactly, leading by example.
That's right.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, your people see you getting involved, and they want to get involved, right?
That's right.
And that just brings the team more closer together.
Well, I mean, the moment you walk into Harley South, everybody greets you. Like, there's no masculine, everybody looks at you all of a sudden but doesn't say anything.
That's right.
The moment you walk in, everybody's, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Welcome to Harley. My name's whatever, everybody's greeting you. Even the customers, like, hey, what's up, man? How are you? You don't even, nobody knows anybody, but at the end, everybody knows everybody type of situation. And that's exactly what you get when you walk into Harley South. The first time I walked in, that's exactly that. A lot of people, like we talked about when we were talking about the leaders, the motorcycle is an intimidating machine. The motorcycle culture is an intimidating culture. But when you can kind of like soften that a bit,
that's right.
And you allow even the new rider. It's like first time, never had a motorcycle in his life, just got his endorsement. Now he's coming in to look at a motorcycle, and he's intimidated.
Yep.
She's intimidated. It's like, oh my God, what am I gonna get? What do you know? But the moment that you walk in and you're just like, feel like at home.
That's it.
That's the way the business should be in every industry.
That's right. Now, you never know who's underneath the helmet, right? You know, they could be a lawyer, a doctor, a CEO. They could be a cook at a local restaurant. That's what's so powerful about this brand is it brings all types of people into one like-minded space. Yeah. You know, you come to any of these bike events, you sit at a table, you know, race doesn't get involved, nationality, if you're male, female, if you make $1 million a year, if you make $35,000 a year, none of that stuff matters. What matters is, oh, what do you ride and how, you know, tell me about your story and how did you get involved in motorcycling, you know, and then ultimately I'd always see how do you get involved with Harley-Davidson, but, you know, motorcycling as a culture, as a whole, that's what you get, man. And you know, underneath that helmet is key. People think that the skull, the Willie G skull, some people think that's a little satanic, right? The idea behind the skull is reminding everybody that we're all human. We're all the same people underneath that helmet. A lot of folks don't know that, and I can't wear that skull, but it represents a lot more. It represents unity. People don't realize that.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Because you're an Indian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big, man.
Indians need love too, man.
No, they do. Hey, listen, I love the banter. I was just telling him, I love the banter. You know, it's American muscle, but the banter that goes back and forth is just hours of comedy, man, and I love it.
That's right. That's right.
It's like the boys hanging out, you know, messing around, talking shit about each other. It's great. It's great.
That's it. That's it.
I pulled up with pretty much the only Indian, maybe like 2 or 3 others.
Yeah.
And I get my whiplash, but you know what?
It's
I
fun,
enjoy
man.
it, man.
It's fun.
I love personally to stand the fuck out.
There you go.
That's why I went the whole Indian route. But listen, I love Harley-Davidson as well. Obviously, Harley-Davidson has built an amazing brand.
That's right.
The motorcycles are beautiful. They sound amazing. You hear a Harley coming down a mile away.
Unmistakable. Yep. Unmistakable. Talking about Harley and the Shield a little bit. So a lot of us love doing our little research and we follow in the news and there's hearsay online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So globally about the direction of Harley-Davidson, right? So there's lots of talk and everybody has an opinion. From your perspective at a dealership level, what is the state of the union, right? Like, we're clearly seeing a lot of performance-based stuff now, which is awesome.
Yep.
But then we always are going to have the classics, right?
That's right.
It's right next to us. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that.
You know, I would say, you know, you can only believe, you know, about 1% of what you hear online, right? So I don't dig deep into the forums. I think that's a really silly space that I'm not going to waste my time with, right? But as a State of the Union, Harley-Davidson, you know, we just went through a CEO change about somewhere around 6 months ago. I personally got to meet him 3 times. Great guy, brand new to the motorcycling space. Before he accepted the job, he went through the riding academy. He bought a Heritage. He's riding. He's very passionate about what he does. So I really see some great light at the end of the tunnel. You know, Harley-Davidson's had a little bit of struggle as a brand for the last, let's say, 8 to 10 years of finding its true identity of who we are. And I believe with this guy and his team and with the support of all the dealerships, we're going to find that identity again and remember who we are. You know, we've been around since 1903. It's going to take a lot more than 1 or 2 bad apples to ruin what we've built. But you can definitely muddy the waters for a little bit. We're getting to some clarity now.
Yeah.
Getting to some clarity now.
Yeah, man. I personally think having a new pair of eyes is going to change perspective, right?
Absolutely.
And the industry is irrelevant. You bring a new chief, they're going to look at it with fresh eyes.
Not even just being new to the industry. I mean, Think about that. Never riding before. Probably told his family, I'll never ride a motorcycle. Probably was against it at one point in life, you know. Mm-hmm. Being able to have the opportunity, go through the riding academy, realize we're not just a bunch of bearded assholes. Feeling the passion and the family in the brand, wrapping his family around that, engulfing them in this journey, moving from Texas to Milwaukee to be where the brand is, bringing people back to Juneau Avenue. all those things right there, those are just moves in the right direction. And I'm very excited to see what he brings to Harley-Davidson. And he has my full support.
Same, man. Same.
Love it.
Amazing. I didn't realize. I actually didn't know that there was a new CEO for Harley.
Yep.
6 months ago. This is all recent. So. Amazing. Amazing.
And a lot of people don't.
No. I just found out a couple of things. I found out about the school, and I found out there's a new CEO for Harley. All right, so let's talk about you, man.
All right.
We've been talking about Harley. We've been talking about, you know, the leadership and so forth. When the helmet comes off,
Yep.
all right, what do you want people to understand about you? What you're really building beyond the business?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, I enjoy having the opportunity to give back, to work with a lot of different local charities, be able to enrich people, whether it just be with the presence of the motorcycles or being able to raise money to do something special for these different charities, organizations, and things that give back to our communities daily. Yeah. I think that's, you know, that's a key piece of why I stay in this industry versus going into cars or going into something different is the passion around the community. And that's what I enjoy. You know, I learned at a very young age in this game by my first general manager that, you know, your community is everything. He would give back and do these different things. And at first I didn't understand it or appreciate it or honestly really didn't think too much about it, except, man, we're just giving money. We're doing this. We're always, you know, in these spaces. And then I started realizing, man, that's our community. We have to take care. We're a pillar here in Cutler Bay, Absolutely. Right? We're a pillar of this community. And Harley-Davidson as a whole is a pillar in the United States. And that's something that we have to continue to play on for sure. You know, and then also my team. You know, I don't come here to manage a business. I come here to help grow each individual person and show them by pushing them out of their comfort zone that they're capable of doing anything. For example, I have a young man, Ace, that works here in the store. He's a sales guy. If you guys follow our page, you see him. He is literally the life of the store here. Yeah. You know, when he came to interview, I didn't want to hire him. And somebody else pushed me and said, hey, man, let's give this guy a shot. And he kills it. He's part of the culture. He follows right behind my footsteps. I see a lot of me in him. You know, he sells 15, 20 motorcycles a month. He's part of the community. He's at every event. But being able to say, I didn't do that for him. I just showed him, hey, this is what you can do and this is what you're capable. And now let's see what he does next year. And let's see what he does next year. And that's what I get excited about, being able to help grow people and show them, hey, this is the opportunity. Go take advantage of it.
That's leadership right there. And you're right, Ace, every time you come here, that he's there and he's full of energy.
Great guy. Bro.
Even in the bike meets, and everybody knows the guy. Yeah, his personality.
That's right.
Yeah, so no, and that's leadership. That's the way leadership should be.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So I like getting excited about new toys coming down the line, right? Harley has been destructive with the Pan America, the CVO performance line. Is there any sneak peek that you could give the local community about what's coming down the line? Some new surprise?
There's always surprises coming.
Yeah. I saw the RMCR, the Cafe Racer concept.
Yeah.
Man, I would jump on that in a second. Beautiful.
That's right.
What can you share with us about that?
I can't share much, but what I can always tell you is that there's always new stuff in the pipeline. There's always, you never know, maybe you'll see some old stuff come back, you know. You know, Harley-Davidson wins in their nostalgic line as well.
Yes.
So I think there's Harley-Davidson understands there's got to be something for the new guy and there's got to be something for the nostalgic guy. So I would stay tuned. The next 18 months is going to be very exciting.
Oof. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, Cafe Racer.
Man, you got to see this thing. You got to see it. For me, if you see it and you know the Sportster,
yep,
I would jump on that new Cafe Racer in a second.
Yeah, they missed the mark whenever they floated the Bronx out and they didn't bring it to market. And a lot of, I think, teasing the market and then not coming to fruition with that was a mistake. And I'm really excited to see, and I hope that this Cafe Racer hits the market. I think it'll be cool. I'm definitely going to get one.
I'd love it. I'd love it. In a second. I wouldn't even think about it. Yes.
Yeah.
You were just saying right now, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe end up with a cholo or not like that race?
There's always plans, man.
You know, the
What's
good
next?
part
What do we
is
do
there's
next?
7 days in the week, man. You can have one bike for every day. It's not a problem. I just sold my performance bike on Saturday. I'm about to build another one.
Nice.
A little heartbroken. I got to put 442 miles on the bike and it's gone.
How many bikes do you
I have a couple. Yeah, I have a couple. The one right behind you. I'm about to build a new Road Glide. I just got this as a 09 Deluxe. It's going to look completely different in the next 60 days. I'm very excited for that.
This is yours?
Yeah, it's going to go cholo as they come.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, that's beautiful.
It's going to be very cool.
The color is
Everybody
beautiful.
wants me to keep it the same. I'm going to keep it close. It's just going to be advanced version. Yeah.
Oh, man, I fell in love with it the moment I saw it. This is yours. Wow.
I think I've probably had somewhere around 50 or 60 Harleys. Who knows how many motorcycles? A bunch. I like to buy them, build them, sell them.
Every time you show up to a meet, you're in a new bike. Obviously, you're promoting the brand. You're promoting the new bike. You showed up with a Fat Boy a while back. Man, that thing was just gorgeous.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
one.
All blacked out. Yeah,
all
we built a
blacked
couple
out.
of those. Yep.
Gorgeous bike, man.
Got one on the lift getting built right now, just in case anybody wants one.
Okay. So, we're coming to a wrap, right?
Close. Yeah. Feel free to.
So for a new rider that's going to come into Harley-Davidson, never been on a motorcycle before, these bigger bikes can be intimidating
They can
because
be.
of the weight. What would you suggest to them? What would you tell them the moment they walk in?
Yeah, first step, obviously coming in and just learning who we are as a culture and who we are as a brand, right? And if you chose Harley-Davidson, you probably already know that. Probably by your family or somebody close to you has embarked this Harley-Davidson journey on you. But coming in, we have a jump start, which is a machine that we can put a motorcycle on and sit you on the bike, start it up, run through the gears, start getting that feel, that emotion, that adrenaline running through your body of what motorcycling is, right? And then we offer a riding academy, which I think is everybody should take.
That was
You
my
know,
next question.
that's a couple-day course that gets you understanding how to ride a motorcycle. I will not endorse that makes you ready for the road, but
point.
it definitely makes you ready for the next segment, right? So, and then I'd say if you take the riding academy, get a bike very soon after that because you need to practice.
Yeah.
It is a skill that is easily lost if you don't use it all the time. Find some friends or riding partners that you can ride with at your pace, right? Everybody rides at a different pace, and graduate from that. Take an advanced riding course, right? Learn your motorcycle, take a course on your bike, and then grow into that. Education on how to ride is key, man. Being able to ride since a young age has saved me so much, but I get guys that are 42 and I can't make them 5 years old again on a dirt bike, skinning their knees. So nor would I suggest they go get on a dirt bike and skin knees. So take the other ways, the paths that Harley-Davidson provides, that other safety teams provide. Just get in a class, learn how to ride. Make sure you do it the right way.
I'm like you. I've been on a motorcycle since I was probably 7 or 8, something like
Yep.
that. And I've been on everything. Never had an endorsement until 2 years ago.
Me too.
51.
Wow.
And my first endorsement, I got it through Harley. I went to Harley North.
Yep.
The course there was a 2 or 3 days, something like that.
Yep. 3 days back then, probably.
Let me tell you, fantastic.
Yep.
I learned things that I've been on a motorcycle my whole life.
Yep.
And it got me even more comfortable on the bike. Crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Crazy. Like you don't realize it, but when you're on a motorcycle, stopping is a big issue.
That's it.
And if you don't know how to use your gears and your brake and everything at the same time, when you have to stop instantly, you're gonna go down. And these courses, man, like they really help you. You said something about the advanced course. We've been talking about. Is there an advanced course?
Yeah, great question.
You know,
of.
in South Florida, I'm not sure. I'm sure there is. I don't believe that our team offers an advanced course.
No, that's why I was asking.
I'm not 100% sure. I know there has to be one close by because all the guys on the military base have to do it every 2 years. So they're going somewhere.
I think there's something on the racetrack, the Homestead Raceway. I think.
Well, that's where our class is at.
I'll confirm.
Yeah.
I'll do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, so excellent point on the safety class. I did that class ages ago before I started writing, and to this
He's
day,
telling his age now, guys.
no, yeah, for real. I mean, you can see it. to this day, I still use techniques that I learned way back when that has kept me safe and out of accidents.
Yeah.
You know, stay on the left lane as much as you can. You don't want to be on the far right lane where cars are coming in and out. That kind of scenario. You know, how do you space it? How do you gap a car between you? How long does it take for you to actually come to a stop if you have to do an emergency stop? That scenario. Leaning into a turn when you have to stop on the highway. We talked about the accident that the leaders had this past week. So things like that stick in your head, and it makes you a better rider. So full proponent of that. Safety, guys. Safety, safety, safety.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
When we talk about riding, and too, I'm a big advocate about not drinking and riding. You know, we all drink 100%. I mean, it's just part of who we are. You know, I think it comes with the beards, but definitely, you know, alcohol and motorcycles should be balanced.
That's right.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go to an event, you're gonna drink. Have a plan. Have a plan to get home safe. You know, on my weight loss journey, I have became sober 100%. So that's really nice. I don't have to worry about those anymore.
Nice, bro.
But you know, being aware, having a plan, right? You go down to the Keys and you drink too much, get a hotel. You know, I mean, a $300 Uber home and me coming to pick your motorcycle up the next day is a lot cheaper than a motorcycle accident, a DUI, harming somebody else. Be safe, man. Being safe.
Just hear that? Harley will go pick up your bike if that is the case, man.
Yeah, I don't want anybody going down bad.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. So here at Helmets Off, we're all about unity and community, and I know Peterson's the same way. Keeping the baggers together and the tourers. What events do we have coming up through Peterson's this year? Anything to look forward to?
Yeah, so we do events all the time, right?
Yeah.
You know, small events, big events. We have a huge ride coming up in September down to Key West, something that Phil Peterson started years and years ago called the Key West Poker Run that has now adapted, and Cartel Baggers and Ralph have kind of adopted some of that as well. And now we piggyback and partner. And this year we're inviting everybody, right? I mean, it's always been a known that anybody could come, but we're making a statement here and now that, you know, I'm trying to get as many shops to get involved with this as possible, to get as many riding groups as possible to come down to the Keys for a weekend. Number one, those people love us coming down in September. It's very slow down there at that point in time. So us being able to give them their economy a little bit of a bump is a great time. Going down there and riding and rubbing elbows with your fellow biker, fellow rider, whatever, is a fantastic time. Everybody can come. You don't have to own a Harley to go do that ride. We have slingshots and Hondas and Jeeps and cars and everything that goes down there. So that's a really good time. This Memorial Day, the 25th, we have a ride that was also a big Phil Peterson ride that we're doing, leaving here, going up to Okeechobee and doing a loop up there. That should be a good time, so tune in for that. A bunch of different customer appreciations going on the month of May, so we got a lot. We always have something going on. I got a big thing coming that's not been released yet for later, maybe October, November time frame. That's going to be here at the dealership. You know, I like to throw a big party.
Yeah, a little
just
surprise.
came off of 3 big parties, so yep.
Nice. Anything else you want to share with the community before we wrap?
No, you know, I just think if you're thinking about riding a motorcycle, if you've considered riding a motorcycle, come in, meet one of my teammates. Even if you don't like Harley-Davidson and you just want to know a little bit about motorcycling, come in. We'd love to show you around, walk you through some first steps. I think it's very important. Help you go through that safety, learn who to talk to, and do it the right way. I think it's key. And this motorcycle community is not scary. Just because we got beards and tattoos, we're all very soft at heart.
Yeah, we are.
Anything for you? You want to close with anything?
No, man.
You're good?
I'm good.
Awesome. Well, Craig, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you sitting with us. You know, you are definitely a leader in this community. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So at Helmets Off, guys, we are focused on the modern warrior here, protecting mind and machine. That's why we are powered here by Esteban with Throttle Therapy Project. That's everything having to do with your mental edge. And of course, yours truly, Alfred, here from Between Skins, for your ultimate protection for your motorcycle, your car, or truck. Guys, if you are riding a brand new CVO, come and check us out. All right, we have over 330 premium color PPFs to choose from. Don't just ride it, guys. Protect your investment. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Greg.
you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Good time.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
That was awesome,
That
bro.
was a great interview, man.
Good.
A lot of information. I think that people can get a lot of input from it. I learned 3 different things. One, the skull.
Yes, dude.
I have no idea, but I thought it was just a whole badass thing.
Yeah,
It
everybody
just makes
does.
sense, man. It makes total sense. It just goes to show you where you're at. Now I can actually put on a skull.
There you go. There you go.
Yes,
my,
sir. Yes,
my
sir.
Uncle, man. We're Cuban.
Yeah.
Cubans are all about, Santeria and all sorts of stuff. When you see a skull,
Not all
it's like,
Cubans.
most, man. 99.9999. Anyways, so whenever you see a skull, it's like automatically symbolization of death and this and that. And I was like, no, I don't think so. But when you just cleared it up for me, man,
Yep.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And just all the information that we got today. We gotta find an advanced course.
Yeah, I got to find that. I'm sure there's
A
one.
lot of people do ask about that.
Yeah.
Maybe
like somewhat like a motorman type of thing.
we'll
That's
figure it
that's
out.
an extra advanced course. I took that.
You did?
Yeah, in Arlington, Virginia. You learn how to ride up and down the stairs, like staircases, all kinds of stuff. It's unreal. What's awesome about that though is they take guys that don't even know how to ride a bicycle, and in 3 days are doing those motorcycle maneuvers. That's a real, yeah.
That's actually neat. We should try to coordinate and link up with a school that teaches that and bring them on and say, hey guys, this is what's available.
At one point, I forgot the name of this, but there's an actual academy. It's Motorman Academy. They're not based here in Florida, but they were trying to franchise.
Yeah.
They'll travel.
There's a husband and wife that comes here that, and I think they host an advanced course. They have a YouTube page, and
Let's look for
Ace and these guys probably know them. I don't know.
We could make it an event where we say, hey guys, we're gonna bring these trainers from out of state. Sign up. Let's all do it together. We'll film the whole damn thing. Why not?
Hell yeah. I think everybody should.
We get asked that so much. You have no idea.
So we're keeping it real. We want to keep it local. If you've got a business that fuels a lifestyle or a journey that forges warriors, let's talk.
Guys, sponsorship slots and guest chairs are open for those who live the grind. Shoot us a message, the helmet's off, and the door's open. Thanks a lot.